Hi, welcome to Software Application Laboratory. Today we'll discuss about StarPro. So basic steps involved in StarPro is first modeling, define and assigning member properties, assign support conditions, define and assign loads. All comes under preprocessor. After that we have to do analysis. Then we'll go to post-processor to see the results. When you open StarPro, you will get this window. Here you can see a new project. Then if you have done some work previously, you can open in open project. Then previously done work is shown here, recent files. And before starting the work, you need to set up units and codes. That is, first go to configuration from the file. Then this configuration program window will open, and here you need to select metric. Then you should to go to STAAD default design codes. Then this is the configuration program. This design codes will be open. Then here you have to select code for steel, then for concrete IS456, and for steel IS800. These two IS codes are not available, and you will get for shear wall IS456. Just will select IS800 2007. Second comes IS456. Third IS456. Then you have to accept and press apply. This is the first step you need to do, or this is one time process. If you have done this, then further you can start directly the new project. When you select new project, you will have four options. One is space, plane, floor, truss. Generally we use space frame. If you have only 2D frames, then you can go for plane frame. First we'll take space frame. Here you have to give file name. Then you have to select the location where you want to save the file. Then length will take meters. Force we take kilonewton. Press next. Here you will have various options to do the modeling. First, add beam. This, if you have plate structure of solid, then you can take second and third option. But fourth option will be very useful. That is open structure wizard. Then if you want editor, then you can go for open STAAD editor. And job information is just for informations. Then after select add beam, then press finish. This window will open. Since we are not using this grids, just I need to close here. Then you will get this window. So with this window, we'll start problems one by one. So I will take this beam. I have 20 kN a triangle load for span of 4 meter. Here I have hinge support, pinned, and it is a cantilever. Center span I have 5 meter, whereas at 2 meter level I have 50 kN concentrated force and a UDL of 25 kN per meter. And in the cantilever of the tip I have 40 kN force. So we'll solve first problem on beam. So first thing is I need to select 0 meter. Then I will take this phrase. This is view. Then I will take second span is at 4 meter. Third span is cumulative at 9 meter. My last node will be at 12 meters. This is my nodes. You can measure here. This is the measurement. First 4 meter, second 5 meter, third is 3 meters. So this I can remove these dimensions, and if you want to know numbers, just right click, select labels. If you put no numbers on, you will get no numbers. Labels, I will remove no numbers. Then to add the beams, I need to select add beam from point to point. So from first point to second point, second to third, third to last point. This is how we create the beams. If you don't want this procedure, and we have other option also, just I will delete this. I will go to geometry, structure wizard. Then here I need to select here frame models, continuous beam. Here total distance of the beam is 4 plus 5 plus 3, total 12 meters. So I have selected here 12 meters. Number of spans are 3 spans. I will select it here. First span is 4 meter, second span is 5 meter, third span is 3 meter. So I can type here all the spans. OK, apply. You will get this, and here transfer model to stab. OK, now this model is created. You can follow either of the method to create a beam. This is first completing the model. Then we'll go to this general tab here. This is general tab. Then first I need to select the property. Here define, give any property. YD means it's the depth of the beam. Say I will give 0.3. ZD also I will give 0.3. Just select here concrete, add, close. And I need to select all the members, assign to selected beam, assign. So all member properties are assigned. After properties, I need to give the supports. I'll go to support. Here create. We have fixed pinned. I will select say pinned support. So add. Select this. I will add all the 3 nodes excluding this because this is cantilever. Assign to selected nodes. Assign to selected nodes. This is support conditions. After this support is over, I need to go to load. Here load case detail, add. Here I will select some load, dead load, whatever it is. Here you give some name to the load, dead load. This should be under primary. So add, close. Once this is added, inside this load I need to add the loads to the member. First I need to define the loads, add. Here if you are considering self-weight, then you have to add self-weight. Since we are doing the analysis in the lab by the given loading, so self-weight I am neglecting in the analysis. So first is I have member load. In member load, first 4 meter span, I have linearly varying load. This is linearly varying load. Here first point is W1, second point is W2. My first load is 0. Second intensity is 20 kilonewton meter. So it will be minus because it has to act downward. My Y is upward. So here I need to apply downward force 0 to minus 20. Add, that is first span. Second span I have UDL. So I have uniform force, that is UDL. It is minus of 25 kilonewton per meter. It is full distance. I no need to mention the distance here. Global Y axis. Add. Next I have concentrated force of minus of 50 kilonewton global Y direction. Distance at the distance is uh, 2 meters. I will apply here. Add. Next I have point load of minus 40 kilonewton at a distance of 3 meter. Add. So all loads are here. I will apply. First it is a triangular load. Apply to first span. Here assign to selected beams. Assigned. Second, I will have uniform distributed load for second span, assigned to selected beams, assigned. Third, I have concentrated load for same second span, assigned to selected beam, assigned. Fourth, I have cantilever for this span, so assigned to selected beam, assigned. You can see this. If you want to see the loads, go to labels, view load value, you will get this. This is 20, 25 is the UDL, 50 and this is 40 kilonewton loads. So once you done this, so my next step is assign and print. You have to select this, assign and print. Here no print, add, close. This is for perform analysis. It will compile all inputs given. After this, I will go to commands. In post print, I want support reactions. I will have support reactions to view. Then I will do run analysis. Save. Go to post processor. So I will remove all these things. So deform shape I will remove. Here I have bending moment and here I have shear force. So how to see the results? Say what I will do, I will go to results, view value, bending moment, so ends maximum and shear at the ends, annotate. Here, if I put this off shear force, you will get this bending moment diagram. And if I put it off, then if you want to see shear force, press this, you will get the shear force diagram for the given beam. This is how you have to see, and you can check this in input STAAD editor form. First is STAAD, this is given units and these are the joint coordinates. Then you will have member indices, then material properties, section properties, constant for concrete material all, then support conditions, then loads, perform analysis print. If any sequence change, then it will show the error. That you have to correct it in the STAAD editor. Next we'll move to portal frame. This is the frame given. So we'll do modeling and analysis for this portal frame. So first I need to do the modeling portal frame. This is 0. Then my other distance vertical, that is 0, 5 meters. So these two are here. Then I will use node cursor, copy, paste at the x distance of 4 meter. 4 meter and leave this. This is my portal frame. So add beams. This is a portal frame. You can check the dimensions. This is 5 meter. This is 4 meter. So we'll have other option also to draw this just by having structure wizard. If I remove this, I will go to geometry, run structure wizard. Here I have to select frame models, bare frame. It will have length of 4 meter, height of 5 meter. This width will be, I will delete it later. this length 4 meter, only one bay. One bay, I will select one bay. This is one. This is comes, paste it, okay, okay. Now I will see top view. This is top view. I will select this and press delete. So you will get only one bay. This is portal frame. If you measure 5 meter and this is 4 meter. After this, my next step is go to general, properties, give any properties, say 0.3 by 0.3, add, close, select all, assign to selected beam, assign, close. Next I need to go to supports. So I'll create, one end is fixed, create, other end is say pinned. So first support I will select here, assign to selected nodes, assign. Second I have to select this, assign to selected node, assign. This is support. Then I need to go to nodes. Again node cases, add, dead load. Here I will take say some name, title, add, close. In that dead load I need to add again, say self weight I am neglecting since for given load we are doing the analysis. So first thing is I will take member load, linearly varying. So here W1 is 0, W2 is 10 kilonewton. So it is along x-axis. Add, close. This I need to select to this, add to selected beam, add. Since you can see that it is not showing here properly because we are applying for local axis. These are global axis. Means when I say local axis, along the length of the member is x, perpendicular to the y, and other direction it will be z. So I have to edit this, edit. So I have to select it as a local y axis. Right? Since it is showing here, it is not correct. I need to take -10. You need to check carefully when you are applying trapezoidal load. Now this is correct. First load. Second load I will add member. Here we have local and here we have global axis. So for inform load you will have global axis. You can refer these things. But for trapezoidal and linearly varying you have to refer local axis. So here I have -15 kilonewton acting downward. It is to a distance of from here to here, starts from 0 to 2 meter. 0 to 2 meter distance. Add. Then I have concentrated force of -25. It is at a distance of 3 meter. Add, close. So I will select this, add for this, add to selected beam, assign. This is 2 meter distance. Then I will have concentrated load for second beam, assign. This is a concentrated load of 25 kN. Then for this case, add. If I take nodal load of say Fx -20, add, close. I have to select this, I have to select node cursor, select this node, apply this to selected nodes. This is -20. Next I have select this dead, add member load, concentrated force of say -15 kilonewton, global x-axis. Add, close. This is node cursor I have to select. I have to select this. This is -15. assign to selected beam, assign, assign. This is loader. These are the loadings. Next, analysis and print, add, close. Then I can directly do run analysis. Go to processor mode. Done. So I'll remove all these things. This is your model, bending moment, shear force diagram. So go to results, V value, beam results, shear force at the end, annotate, close. So if you want only bending mode, this is bending mode. If you press Ctrl and scroll, your diagram figure will increase or decrease. Next I will go to shear force. This is my shear force diagram. And if you want to see the loading, these are the loading along with the shear force. This is the loading diagram. If I put this off, and if you want to see the values, just right click, labels, load values, right? In the labels, load values, okay. You will get the given input. Right? If I put this off, bending mode diagram, shear force diagram. This is regarding the total frame. Now we'll move to truss. This is given truss. We need to do analysis. Since there is no horizontal load in the truss, so both support conditions we can take it as parallel. So similarly what I had done in the earlier problems. I will go to new project. I will select here truss, units, kilonewton, next, add beams, finish. So first I have to create a model, 3, 6, 9. This is the bottom numbers. I will select node cursor, copy, paste nodes to the vertical distance of 3 meter. Then I will add beam. This is a truss. Truss. Then I will go to general properties. So you can define truss in any properties, or you can go to section database. Here you can go for say Indian. You can select angle, then you can select member properties, any one member properties, and you can able to assign to view. Since all members are assigned, then I will go to supports, create, I will take pinned. So first press Ctrl and select second node, assign to selected, assign to this first and second, assign to selected nodes, assign, assign. Then I will go to load definition, add, select say dead, add, close. In dead load, I need to see self rate I am neglecting. I am taking node, so I will have load along Fy. That is minus 20 kilonewton is one load, second is minus 10 kilonewton is my second load. Close. 20 kilonewton I have to select this node cursor. This is I have 20 kilonewton node, selected node, assign to selected nodes, assign. Similarly they select 10 kilonewton node, select the node, assign to selected nodes, assign. This is 10 kilo. So after this I have to do analysis and print. Here then add, close, then go to commands, post and sprint. You can select here member forces to view, then do the analysis. This is the analysis of stress. You can select the reactions. These are the reactions for the stress. If you select stresses, so these are the member forces for the members. So once you get this, to see the axial force plus effects, and if values are not visible, go to value, beam, select here axial, end. Then these are your things. Then if you go to start output, select here member force, you will get all the results, axial force in the member. Thank you.